Hello everybody, and welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix for the BRL Racing League. Just want to apologise for the glitch at the beginning of the stream. As Twitter went down and we had some problems to start the stream, so it wasn't in my hands, but it was all Twitch's fault, so big apologies there. So we've joined the quali, 5 minutes to go. At the moment on provisional pole is Durjan on a 1 minute 10 lap, and we're on board now with Will Knight, the leader of the championship. I'm pretty sure now he's on his hot lap. Let's see what time he sits here. Just coming round now to the chicane. Famous chicane at Monaco. It's a clean lap so far by the looks of it. Looks like he's low on fuel, but he will have enough to. He's gone past Raskas, no, he's abandoning his lap. Going slow, so we've got 4 minutes left. Provisional pole, we've got Durjan on 1 minute 10. Second place, sitting at a time of 1 minute 11, is Will Knight, the championship leader. BRL 46 is third. Very 200 of attempts slower than Will Knight, third place. We've got Robert in the Ferrari in fourth place. We've got Paco Barney in the Renault in fifth place. Sixth place, we've got AO Fire in the Alpha Tauri. Seventh, Nathan Walton. Eighth, we've got Like a Boss in the Red Bull. Ollie in the Williams in ninth place. He's in the pit at the moment. Oven Proof Hen on an out lap at the moment in the racing points. 11th, we've got Bonac and T in the other Alpha Tauri. 1 minute 12. Gaz Coleman sit a lap of 1 minute 12.6 in the other record. With Rolly 13th, KSI Moto 14th at the moment. Still 3 minutes to go, still enough time for the drivers to get one last lap. And we're on board now with Oven Proof Hen on his out lap. He's set a lap, he's just on his out lap now. I think he's slowed down. Yep, he set a lap of 1 minute 12. Sorry, joining so late, it's just so difficult to see who's on their outlaps and not. But it looks like Fun Bags was retired from the session earlier from an incident. Like a Boss, Sector 1 has gone quicker than his time. Let's see what he sets in Sector 2. As it comes round the casino hairpin. Sorry, yep, the casino hairpin. Good stuff. We'll be coming up to the tunnel now. Let's go on board and just check how he's doing on his lap. Still hard work this line of the Twitch, so thanks for that. But, oh, he's hit the wall, so I imagine got damage. I imagine he'll be abandoning that lap as he's carrying on. Let's see. And a big crash from Like a Boss. Big crash from just before Raskas, corner before Raskas, I believe. And he is retired from the session. Is that going to be a red flag session? Because that is in a real awkward place. But yellow flags and Nathan on his out lap. Still 1 minute to go. Interesting to see. Paco Barney has gone first. He has gone the quickest with a 1 minute 10.6. So a very quick lap from Paco Barney. Superb stuff in the Renault. I'm sure Will Knight may be coming out. Let's see. This is coming out for his last lap. 1 minute to go on qualifying. Oh, there's a bit of debris flying through the end. But Will Knight goes into the debris. Got to be very careful that he doesn't punch his tyres. So here comes Will Knight. It's coming towards the end of sector 1. Let's see how quick he actually goes. All the cars, great to see, getting out of the way. Will Knight is coming up to the casino hairpin. He's just gone a little bit inside, but it's not going to hinder the lap. At the moment, it's well controlled. Coming up to the tunnel now. Oh, he's on now. Paco Barney first with 30 seconds to go. He's on provisional pole. Here at the BRL Monaco Grand Prix. Interesting to see. Viroli's retired from the session. There's 3 retirements from the session, but there's only 17 seconds to go. Let's go with Nathan. Just in sector 2 at the moment. So we've gone down to 5th gear, taking it round. Superb stuff from him. The yellow flag, and Rolly is just in the way, but thank God for Nathan. It's on ghosting. There's Raskas. A lot of cars in traffic. It's so difficult to stay out of the way. Sector 3 now for Nathan. Let's see what luck he can set now. Nathan Walton has set a 1 minute 11. And he's gone fastest, but stays 7th. Good stuff from him. That's on board. Ollie's in the pits. Is anyone else out at the moment? Sector 3. We've got BR 46. Come up to the line. It's set a 1 minute 10. And he stays full fastest. So a good time. At the moment, Paco Barney in the Renault. He's on divisional pole. Still got Durgeon in the Williams. He's going around Raskas now. He's set a 2nd purple sector. At the 2nd. Now we're coming up to the last sector. He's on the straight. Is he going to be fast? Is he going to go provisional pole? And he does with a superb 1 minute 10. Right at the death. Durgeon has gone to pole on the Williams. So Ollie will be very happy with his teammate there. More happy than when I drive the Williams. I think everybody has set their laps now. So at the end of qualifying, after joining late from a twitch hiccup, we've got Durgeon with that superb lap of 1 minute 10. Superb lap. Just caught me at the end now. Paco Barney. P2 in the Renault. P3 is Will Knight in the Renault. So again, Will Knight qualifies in the top 3 in his Renault. 4th is VR6 in the Ferrari. 5th is Gaz, who's gone quicker by the looks of it in his Red Bull. He's gone to 1 minute 11. Nice to see Gaz putting in a decent lap. He's looking to get form and picking up some points. Robert P6 with 1 minute 11 in the Ferrari. ARL Fire P7. Very respectable P7 for the reserve driver in the AlphaTauri. Pushed Nathan down to P8. Yeah. The Durgeon now on pole position. And now I'm starting to really look forward to the race. If I can get myself sorted now. Commentator Fred, who's joining me, who couldn't make the race unfortunately this evening. The Racing Point driver Fred. And we've got RKA, so Fred will be coming in about 20 minutes to commentate. So it's good to see from him. Just waiting for the players. And we'll see what happens. So Durgeon, who's in the Williams, reserving for myself, who I'm commentating for tonight. And we'll see what we go. So we're having more problems with Twitch tonight, everybody, and we've got we missed the start, apologies for that. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. So at the moment, Bergen's leading the Monaco GP, followed by Will Knight and Paco Barney. Just trying to get a commentator in. As Coleman's gone up to 4th, and already Ultra Titan has retired from the session. Hopefully later we can get him to explain what the problem is. So, Durgeon P1, Will Knight P2, and there's a yellow flag in sector 2. Looks like it's Toby coming in slowly to the pits. Can't see where the yellow flag is, but there's going to be plenty. So we're going to stick with the middle order at the moment. We've got James chasing Pineapple T here in the tunnel. Just having some technical problems here on Twitch. I don't know what's wrong with it tonight, so just try and get somebody in. So the predictive pit stop strategy then. 1 stop will be medium to hards, 2 stops will be soft medium to hards. So it looks like a lot of people starting on the medium tyres for a 1 stop. Few on the hards to go for a longer stint in this Grand Prix.
Back in this. Between me for the last start, I'm just going to make a call.
Oh yeah, we're joined by RKA now, who's nicely joined me to co-commentate.
How are we doing? All right?
Today. Yeah, not bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good.
It's just been, Twitch has been an absolute nightmare tonight. It's ruined the start of the Grand Prix. It's just been a nightmare, but we finally, looks like we're good to go. So at the moment, we've got Durgeon in P1, Paco Barney in P2, and Gaz has gone up to P3, so he's on the podium. So, what do you think at the moment? Have you been watching?
Yeah, I've seen the qualifying. I've seen a few people have struggled with track limit.
Yeah. So has there been any penalties already? I know there was a virtual safety car from that one. I was expecting a full safety car, if I'm honest. But
I haven't seen the race. No. I'm just loading up the stream now. I was just joined a bit late.
oh, okay. So we've got a little battle, P6 and 7, KSI and Rolly. It looks like Will Knight's gone down to 5th. I don't know if he's had trouble to start with. We've got Will Knight chasing Ovenproof Hen. He's second behind on lap 4, and he's just tapped the wall, so I wonder if he's got any damage at all. So that's not looking good for Will Knight. Captain Price is 10th. There's lots of wall tapping, whether it's damaging a lot of cars, but already there's been a lot of pit stops, and already Toby there's a yellow sector 1. Looks like Will Knight's gone into the pit lane. Yeah, he's got damaged his front wing, so he's changing his pit lane. Just bear with me, people. It's my first time commentating, and it is actually tough to keep up with everybody as we see Ronnie taking the inside against Toby.
The good thing about
he's being lapped there
is that Will Knight could go onto hard tyres and finish the end of the race on that.
Yeah, I think medium to hards is the one-stop strategy at the moment. Ovenproof Hen's gone up to 4th now, so he'll be seizing for the podium. At the moment, Paco Barney is 7 seconds behind Durgeon, so comfortable lead. He's going around Rascasse at the moment. The Durgeon looks quite comfortable out in P1, so we're going to try and concentrate on oven-proof hen, their problems. Rolly's on a P6 at the moment, so respect to him, he's coming up to a blue flag, I believe. Or he's getting blue flag, is he? I believe. Who's that getting laps? Is it? Nobody. It might be a glitch in the game.
No, I don't think there's anybody.
So sector 3. There's a yellow flag. So there's going to be plenty of yellow flags, I think. 'Cause I think it flashes up when people hit the wall. And Monaco GP in P7. He's got James on his tail here. So this looks like it's comfortable. Ghosting is on, just so you know. I think. So we've got a little battle going on. KSI Moto's got down to half a second. Because he is chasing oven-proof hen in the tunnel. Coming up to the chicane now. We're going to see KSI make a move at Raskas. It's a very risky move, I believe. Oven-proof hen looked like he was giving him a bit of space, but I think he's too far back, I think, to make the move in Raskas RKA. Do you think he's going to make the move now? He might be too far back. Oh, and there was nearly contact. I'm not sure if he hit the back of oven-proof hen now, but
very
few went into the back of his gearbox. Oh, it's a virtual safety car. It looks like it's RL5's having problems. It has. He's crashed into the tunnel. Looks like he's spun. So RL5 has crashed in the tunnel. I'm pretty shocked that that's not a safety car, if I'm honest. Because that is in a very, very awkward position. There's fun bags. It's P17. He's coming up close. Let's go on board with Ollie now. We've not featured him at the moment in the other Williams. His teammate is leading the race by 10 seconds. There's a virtual safety car, so there won't be any action at the moment. So
I'm very surprised that that's not full safety car there.
No, I'm very surprised. I don't know because it's ghosting is on, but it was literally parked in the middle of the tunnel.
Yeah.
So Will Knight has gone onto the hard tyres, so I imagine he'll be going to the end of the race. We're on lap 7. And he's right up on the gearbox now of Nathan Walton coming up to the casino hairpin. Is he going to make any moves at all on Nathan? As Nathan has coasted his way through the corners, he's going to be defending from Will Knight. Will Knight's got to make the move to push up on a 3-second time penalty for Rolly for multiple warnings. There's going to be a lot of penalties, I believe, RKA for the track.
Corner one.
Especially at the
chicane
coming up now.
Yeah.
This chicane there, Will Knight looked like he just cut too much there, but I don't know if he got a warning or he's been on a warning. So we're on board now with Will Knight. He's up to gearbox at Nathan. Is he going to make the move? I think he's too far back, and Nathan's just snapped it a bit, which gives the opportunity to Will Knight. And Nathan snaps it, and he's not going to be. He might catch him on the last straight now. We'll get DRS. He's turned his overtake button on, but I believe Nathan has also turned his no, he's not, but the DRS. It's turned up, the engine's turned up. Will Knight still on the gearbox of Nathan. So, it's hard to keep your breath at Monaco because there's so much action going.
Yeah, I'm hoping
Because with KSI and P5
overtaking opportunities.
Yeah, that's it. It is. Looks like Paco Barney's got it down from 10 seconds to 8 seconds on Durjan. He's done 8 laps on the soft. Looks like Durjan's doing a 2-stop for me.
The interesting thing about Durjan and Paco Barney is that you're going to have the likes of Will Knight, who's already lapped. Is there enough gap to get in the pits and get out in front of him? I don't know.
I know, yeah, that's the thing. So I'm sure they'll be talking somehow about strategy. So, as we see Durjan, it looks like he's gone past the lap car, which I believe is like a boss. Gaz Coleman now, let's go on board with him. He's coming up now to the casino hairpin. He is running nicely in third position, although he's 12 seconds behind Paco Barney.
I've just
but
noticed,
as you said, it's very hard
a damage on Dersian. He's got an end plate missing.
Has he
on
got
his front
damage?
wing.
Oh, so that could, that's the reason why Paco Barney's catching him, because it's now gone down to 7 seconds and he's hit the wall again, because obviously the downforce will be affected and he's lost part of his front wing. So that has cost Dersian, he's gone straight into the pits. So that has cost Dersian the lead of the race. But now Paco Barney has gone past into P1. That's a mistake from Dersian, which he can't afford to make. So he'll be going onto the hard tyres and trying to go to the end of the race now. 5-second penalty for VR46. We've crossed the pit lane exit.
He's
So
lucky
a lot of
he's
penalties,
damaged
a lot of
it
action.
there and not
Well,
halfway
you're
around.
well. I know, what a bit of luck damaging it there, because you'll just go straight into the pits. Was it Raskas? Yeah, it was Raskas that he damaged his front wing. So yeah, he's a very lucky boy. So we're going to get a lot of people, I imagine, coming into the pits. Well, the rest of the fit the hard tyres. Looks like Ollie still on the hard tyres. Oh, sorry, medium tyres. He's already pitted, I imagine.
So
Dersian's on the softs.
Dersian's objective here now is to push as hard as he can whilst he's got the clear traffic to make sure he covers Paco Barney and Gaz's pit stops.
That's right, mate. Yeah, he's come out on 5th, which, I mean, for that mistake, I mean, I'm surprised that he could have retired there and then. That could have been a big retirement for Dersian as he comes up for the inside. I think that's a lap car, Rolly, and he's just going to come up. So no, Roddy's 4th. Roddy is 4th. Oh, and then he brakes and he hits the back of Roddy's car, and again Dersian has got damage. In Raskas and a spin from Rolly. So Roddy's going to have damage. Ghosty is on. So the 3 of them come into the pits. They must all have damage as they're coming in for the last pit stops. So a lot of incidents. Paco Barney leads. He's got a 20-second lead. He's yet to pit, I believe. So we'll be pitting for the hard tyres. Does that mean he's got a 3-second... does that mean he's got a free pit stop on James to come and change his tyres? Oswald's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So a lot of penalties. Be interesting to see what the end result after the penalties are. So,
I wonder.
RKA, what do you think of Dersian? Is it?
Yeah,
is it,
I wonder
if
Paco Barney is aware of what's going on behind him and whether he's going to ease off, because he has really got it all to lose. He's no need
He's
to
got
take
a 24-second
any
lead by the looks
That's
of it.
exactly.
No.
And he's near his rival.
I mean, he could even, looks like his tyres. The fastest lap from VR46 is a 1:13 in the Ferrari. But I mean, Paco Barney, to be honest, looks like he's coasting now anyway.
The next one behind
so we've got ARL Fire.
KSI Motos
retired.
is the only one that's pitted out of the people that are behind him. Oh, no, Will Knight's there as well. So Will Knight's his biggest threat, but he's got about 30 seconds on it, at least.
Yeah. So, yet to pit are Paco Barney, Jay. The top 4 at the moment are yet to pit. So, I mean, Paco Barney's going to come out, I believe, back in P1.
Yeah, should do.
I mean, James can't really pit now, because if he pits now, then I think there'll be, there's no undercut involved. There's a fun bags as he sector 2, as he's got trouble at the chicane. Gaz Coleman's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So we've got James now in 2nd place. He's 27 now. So he's pushed a bit, Paco Barney, by the looks of it. But as you said, he doesn't need to, does he? Because he's got that lead.
No, like I said,
I
won't be if he's aware.
Is yet to stop. Well, another retirement. That's Funbags has retired from the Monaco Grand Prix. So that's 3 retirements at the moment. So 3 stops like a boss has made. He's made the most stops. Still yet to stop. So we're going to stay with the top 4 at the moment, because I'm really interested to see if Paco Barney does come into the pits. So it'll be very interesting to see. Moto comes into the pits. It's Paco Barney. It's coming up to the chicane now. James in second place. It looks like Bone Apple Tea. So I think I'm going to stay with this one, RKA, because it's looking a bit tasty here. As Bone Apple Tea, we're on board with him now at the casino hairpin as his lovely little exit. And there's a yellow flag. It looks like Oven Proof Hen is having trouble. But we're going to stay with Bone Apple Tea as we're coming into the tunnel. Paco Barney's pitted, RKO.
This Lone Apple Tea and James here.
That's it, that looks very, but
I mean,
Paco Barney's come back into the pits. Is he going to come back out in front of James? I imagine he's going to. Yeah, definitely, 100%. He's on the mediums, so will he, bit of knowledge from yourself, RKA, will he go to the end of the race on the mediums, or
easily. Soft to mediums on Monaco is easily doable.
The Captain Prices. Well, I don't know if James has got. James has pitted. Sorry, James has now come into the pits. He's obviously seen Paco Barney coming into the pits. So, what tyres? Nathan Walton has left the session. I don't know if he's got trouble at the moment or he's retired from the session. Hopefully, we can get him back soon. So it looks like James has pitted for the hard tyres. So he
must have had a penalty there, stood for quite a while.
A drive-through penalty, or yeah, because he didn't have any front wing damage, did he? No. The Bone Apple Tea now has done 13 laps on the hards. Imagine he's got to stop again, RKA. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, he's got no choice. He's got to use 2 compounded tyres, so he will be stopping
now it's
again.
Paco Barney's to lose, isn't it?
He is in the position though with that. He raised a safety car.
Did he start on a hard compound tyres?
Yeah, he started on hards. So if his safety car comes out now, he could really cash in.
There's not been a safety car yet because he could cash in. And so what choice of tyre would he go to? Mediums, I suppose. He's done 15 laps.
It all depends when the safety. It all depends when he goes in. He could easily lead it long enough for softs.
To the top 7, by the looks of it, have gone for the 1 stop. Gaz Coleman's made his way back to 17th. He's on the gearbox of Nathan.
Will Knight's charging on the field. He looks like he's ready to make a move on Robert.
Well, Will Knight has had a fantastic drive at the moment. He really has had I mean, if he gets a podium for this, he's at the hairpin now. So that's quite a good little battle between Captain Price, that I believe is an AI driver, that's holding up Robert. So maybe that's hindered Robert a tiny bit from Will Knight, but Will Knight's looking good now as he's catching Robert as we come up to the chicane. Lap 15 of the Monaco Grand Prix, the BR Backmaker Racing League. Oswald's had 2 stops, he's in 13th. So, do you think Will Knight's going to get on the podium, RKO?
Yeah, I would think so. I think he's got the pace. He's going to go to the end on these tyres. I would say 3rd place. He's looking likely.
He's got a 10-second lead.
10-second lead and Bone Apple Tea is yet to stop, so that's at least a 30-second.
It's going to be even more. So I mean, 15. I mean, the top 4 haven't pitted, have they? So by the looks of it, or might have pitted due to damage. But yes, look at this little battle on the hairpin between Captain Price, Robert, and Will Knight. Looks like Captain Price is holding up a little tiny bit. But I'm sure Will Knight's going to be looking for an opportunity coming up. So thanks for joining me, RKA, because it is tough to commentate on your own.
Yeah,
it's nice to have you on, to be mate.
You want to be in my seat. I'm a little bit behind on the footage, so I'm having to commentate things retrospectively.
Oh God! So okay, yeah, okay. We'll just jump in when when you feel. Oh, and a little tap, Will Knight. I think he might have damage. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think a bit of debris come from Will Knight. He's tapped. Problems again on Raskas for Will Knight. Doesn't look like he's taken any damage. He might have taken a tiny bit of damage on his end plate, but he's 100th behind Robert. Robert, this is a good little battle, this one.
Yeah.
Really good little battle, this one.
Captain Price needs to be holding up a bit of traffic here, and
yeah, I think, yeah, he definitely is. I mean, that's going to close up all the drivers as Gaz Coleman now comes into the mix. He's only half a second. There's this sector 2, there's a yellow flag. So, yeah, look, I mean, you could tell that Captain Price has closed the pack behind him right up, because look at the timing on the interval has closed right up. So we could have a good finish here. We've still got a good half of the Grand Prix to finish here. Still looking at Gaz Coleman now at the chicane as he's coming up to Nathan, who's in a very respectable
really pushing
P6
Nathan here.
Oh, and he's hit the wall. Nathan has hit the wall, and he must have damage on his car. Yes, he's lost his front wing again. That's a good place, because I imagine he'll be going straight into the pit lane. Yes, and Gaz has followed him. So, surprise. Gaz might have had a bit of a damage, I don't really know, but let's go back to this battle between Will Knight and Robert here.
Feels sorry for Nathan there.
Yeah, he's hit the wall, bit of damage, he lost his part of his front wing, and there was a bit of a brake check from Robert, and there's a bit of contact at the hairpin. So it looks like Will Knight is very eager to get past Robert here, and 3-second time penalty, rubber-proof him.
Will just has to remain
13th.
patient. He's quick enough to get past Robert.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if they can both get past Captain Price here, I mean, then Virgin with a 3-second time penalty. He was leading the race earlier on and had some incidents that cost him the race, I feel, so commiserations. But he can still have a chance for the points. So we've got Paco Barney in first position, Pineapple T in second position, Captain Price, who I've just noticed is an AI driver, so Robert is in P3, he'll be taking that position. So Will Knight will be P5 at the moment. So he's very up close to the gearbox of Robert here in a Ferrari. He's so eager to get past. He's being very patient.
Really doing a job here.
Oh no, I mean, if I was, Robert and Will must be absolutely fuming, because I would be fuming. So I mean, that's going to help Nathan out to catch right back up after getting damage, because it's very tough. Captain Price, sorry, it's very tough to pass. Gaz Coleman is only 300 tenths now behind Nathan in the tunnel, as we can see now. It's just going to be so tough to... Oh, and a little bit of a tap from behind from Gaz onto the back of Nathan now. Gaz got damage, and there goes another... Oh, and it's Nathan again has got damage. He's lost his end plate, and Nathan really is struggling at the moment, and he's going to be closing the pack up with damage, and Nathan is going to be going into the pits. In sector 3 there's damage. I mean, now it comes out of the pits, and now Gaz is going to take position from Nathan. He's going to capitalise on the damage, and so will Rolly by the looks of it, as Rolly is coming up behind his teammate. And VR46 is retired. That is probably what it was. That caused the yellow flag in sector 3. I'm really surprised that a safety car hasn't been called.
I know. Just a couple of guys out there that are desperate for one. Well, Nathan being one of them, so he could get that wing replaced.
What's concerning me too, a lot of drivers look like they're testing the track limits on that chicane corner.
Yeah.
Robert's still lurking behind Captain Price. Like a boss has got a 3-7 time penalty. It wouldn't surprise me, RKA, if it's from that chicane, because the footage I've been seeing is that it looks like it's from that chicane that everybody seems to be testing the test limits. But we're coming up to the end of the 22nd lap now. As you said, Captain Price really doing a job. Is that Will Knight going? Oh, he just looked for the... he's really looking now. He's read up the gearbox of Robert. There's going to be some action now. Surely he's going to go for a move. Is he going to go for a move? Where can he pass? Where's the best places to pass, RKO?
He can pass down at the just before the casino area in the.
Oh, and there's a Robert. There's a mistake. There's a mistake from Robert as he clips the wall. And Will Knight takes third place, and Robert will be absolutely gutted with himself as he's let Will Knight take him. But now Robert has come back. He's going to be desperate to get that position back. And just a little mistake there.
It's very, very good from Will Knight there.
Will Knight in.
He stayed
Will
patient.
Knight, that was superb. I mean,
stayed patient. There was a mistake. And
patient for how many laps? Bonaparte T's got a 3-second time penalty. Raskas now on board with Robert in a Ferrari, and Captain Price has gone into the pits, so that frees up Robert. So now we're going to hope we're going to get some action as Paco Barney now, as we can see him cruising again. RKA, we've got a Renault 1-2. They're really proving to be a strong team, this bloke, aren't they?
Oh yeah,
All
definitely, 100%. Paco Barney a little bit more inconsistent than Will. Obviously, Will is absolutely stormed with it, but yeah, two very strong drivers.
Yep. So Robert must have damage as he's had a long pit stop at the moment. And Gaz Coleman has gone up to third place, although Bonaparte T is right up his gearbox.
So Team Nathan's thrown in the towel with his roommate and has decided to pit and drop down to 12.
That's right. Yeah, I mean there's still time for points, and just
KSI.
You know, we're gonna go with Ollie at the moment. We've not mentioned him at this race. He's at the casino hairpin. He's my my teammate for Williams, and he's on course for points. Although, you know, he's done 11 laps on the hard tyres, and Robert's got the fresher tyres. So, you have to see there. KSI going nicely in 9th position. 9 laps on the medium tyres. With them tyres, last. And he's hit Durjan. And that could be a race. There's so many tickets in there, RK. What do you think? There's going to be tickets, aren't there? Oh, and he's a spin! There's a spin from KSI. And surely, I mean, the reason there's not a safety car is because ghosting is on, I imagine.
Yeah, it must be. And I don't know whether that's going to be thought of for the next race. But yeah, that's a bad place to spin from KSI.
Yeah. So let's have a look at the position changes. At the moment, Bonaparte T has gone up 11 places. Captain Price has gone up 11 places. I've just noticed Will Knight I wonder if he's had trouble, Will Knight. He's gone down to 7th.
I'm not sure what's happened there.
Yeah, I mean, too busy looking at everybody else. I thought he was cruising, but he's gone down to...
Has he stopped again?
He must have stopped again. He must have had damage, because he's gone down to P7, and Paco Barney has taken the lead of the race again.
He was second, wasn't he, Will Knight? And now all of a sudden he's...
Yeah, 2 stops. Yep, he stopped again. He must have had damage as Will Knight. So Paco Barney is still lurking on their medium tyres.
Yeah, he's cruising.
Cruising on their medium. So he's back on the position. So yeah, it's getting very exciting here. Coming towards the end of this race. And Captain Price's 5th position. Rolly, I mean, he's gone up 10 places. He's going very nicely.
This will be a great result for Rolly if he'll done to 4th.
Oh, he's gone absolutely fantastic. He's gone up to 10. There's so many drivers that could that could be driver of the day, because I'm going to get you to pick a driver of the day, RKA, if you don't mind. So have a think of
Without
who you want to pick.
highest, I mean, Monaco T's gone up 11 places, and I've been really impressed with his strategy. But we are Team Alpha Tauri, so maybe that'll be frowned upon.
Well, he's one stop. The top four have benefited from the one stop, and Ollie's gone up to 9th. So Nathan has let Ollie, and he's going to be in the points now in 10th position. So it looks like they're starting to spread out at the moment, especially the front. And Paco Barney's got a 45-second lead on Bone Apple Tea, and as you said, Bone Apple Tea's strategy has been pretty perfect at the moment. He's only stopped there once. He's on the medium tyres. Gaz Coleman as well. He's on for a podium, and about time, because I do think Gaz is a talented driver, and he'll be looking for some points for Red Bull. Rolly as well, P4, going very nicely as the gap foreman.
I was stuck behind Gaz for so long in Silverstone. We had an epic battle for about 5 laps. He knows where to put his car.
Oh yeah, he can defend. He knows what he's talking about. Me, Stratford crew boy, and looks like Will Knight's going to get frustrated with Captain Price. I might see if I can get him on board here later in the race to explain after the race what's happened.
Yeah.
And Will Knight, Will Knight's had trouble with Captain Price. Looks like the car, there's a bit of a collision there, and unfortunately the driver's into 7, and doesn't look like there's much damage. It looks like there's a bit of debris coming off the car. You see damage, RKA?
Yeah.
There's damage to the end plate. Yeah.
And
Robert's gone up to P6, so now it's starting to spread out a bit. That 26 we've got.
This is exactly what we said on the podcast. He knows that even though he's got a big lead, that it takes a couple of reps like Spain and Monaco.
Yeah, it surely does. And just bear with me, because I'm going to have Fred join as well, so we'll have 3 commentators. So be happy days if you can keep the viewers updated.
Yeah, I'll try my best. As I said, I'm a little bit behind the footage, but Will Knight there, he's obviously coming in for a 3rd stop. And like he said on the podcast, it only takes a couple of instants and the championship's wide open. Especially Paco Barney takes the win here today and closes that gap.
Yeah, well, if you could you invite? Have you got Fred as a friend? Could you invite him to the group? I can't seem to invite him into the party to join us.
Let me have a look. You carry on with the stream.
Right, lap 27 then. We've got Paco Barney in P1, Bone Apple Tea in P2. So it looks like Paco Barney, unless he has a major incident, is going to win the race. But as you said, anything can happen. Rolly having a fantastic drive going into P4. I'm really impressed with him in this race. Robert P5, who's picked himself up after, and Ollie up to P6, and I must admit, Ollie as well, looks like his strategy, he's going for the one stop, and he is really looking for a good drive. So he could be a driver of the day after starting having a troubled lap. He's going up to the hairpin now. Ollie's actually had 2 stops, so he's masterclass of a strategy. See if we can get him on later to talk about his race. So, good points at the moment for the Williams. 6th and 8th they've got. Good points for the Alfa Romeo, as we've got Rolly in P4 and Nathan Walton in P7. So some good points to pick up there. Not a good day at the office for the McLaren team. Kasai Moto has pit lane again. He must have damage. He's had a bit of a rough time by the looks of it. Him and Toby in the McLaren have had a race to forget. Oven Proof Hen in the Racing Point is P14. Just going to go for a break. Just be right back, thank you. So here we go then. Goes Coleman P3. Roddy P4. Seem to have lost RKA. Bit of technical problem. So there's a yellow flag and Gaz Coleman. Oh dear, he looks like he's spun. But he still looks like he's in P4. But he's lost his front wing and oh dearie me, unbelievable. Ronnie goes up to the podium and there's a safety car, the first safety car. There's KSI Moto. Has retired from the race. Safety car with 9 laps to go. First safety car of the race, so there could be some pit stops now. As Paco Barney goes into the pits and fits the soft compound tyre. It'll be interesting to see who else pits, and Ronnie spun on the safety car. Oh dear, but there's been a severe collision with Like a Boss on the safety car, so that will be noted by the stewards. Unbelievable, and poor Rolly, who had, and Gaz is going slow, he's got no front wing. So poor Rolly has got damage too. He's lost his front wing, and both Red Bulls have lost front wing, and Rolly has got a 5-second, but this is all a mess at the moment. So 1 and 2 look like they've got, but this is going to right into open things up now, as Bone Apple T is going to close that gap with Ronnie in P4. We're just going to go to a quick break. I'll be back soon. Thank you very much. So, here we go, we're back at the Monaco GP at the back marker racing league. We've got a safety car after an incident, I believe, with KSI Moto. We've got Gaz, who hasn't got a front wing. And I'm pleased to say we've got Fred. Hello Fred, how we doing, mate?
How are you doing? I'm alright. Tell you
Hello,
what, this
mate,
race
how you doing? You're
just
good?
looks like it got very interesting.
Well, that safety car I was saying, Fred.
Yeah.
The, you know, it's going to be interesting now because Paco Barney had a comfortable lead. And the restart,
like
I mean, it's going to be interesting with the blue flags. I mean,
there's a bit of traffic as well.
yeah, that's right. Well, when the restart, I mean, there's going to be blue flags going everywhere. But look at Dejan. His race was finished. He was leading at the start of the Grand Prix. Now he's up to P3.
He's still a way back. If you can catch that queue,
That's right.
he
Yeah,
could.
but there's a traffic.
He could have a
queue.
shout here. If he can get
But what
back
I'm
on
saying
the
is,
queue
well,
and get through the blue flags. Yeah, go on.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I mean, he had a 45-second lead, Paco Barney. And as soon as the safety car come in, he went straight into the pits and fitted the soft compound tyre. And he still come out in front, but then, the safety car with... But that's why I think, the safety car... I mean, this game doesn't let the lapped cars by, does it? So there'll be a bit of traffic for Durjan. and Robert back up to P4. Gaz has come back out to P5. He's got his front wing back. Nathan is back up to P8. So
Oswald in the
good
points.
for. That's right. Oswald in the points. He'll be very happy with his drive at the moment, as he's been telling me he's been having a bit of struggle lately finishing a race. But we've got 14 drivers at the moment.
Is Ross wanting an invite to the party?
Have you got him as a friend? Because I don't think I've got him as a friend. So if you could invite him to the party, that would be.
I think he needs me to appear online. It says he can't get in, but I literally never appear online. So hang on, see if I can quit. I better not miss this safety car restart. Good.
So there's 6 laps to go. Safety car is still out in this race. We've got Paco Barney leading with Bone Apple Tea now in 2nd place. 3rd place is Durgeon. And Rolly in 6th place, who's had a good drive. But unfortunate for him, the safety car come out and he had that incident with Like a Boss, which I'm sure the stewards will be taking note of. It looks like Robert now, the Packers really.
So between Paco Barney and Bone Apple Tea, how many lap cars is there? There's quite a lot.
There's a lot of lapped cars because obviously at the start of the race we had loads of damage and incidents. Like a Boss 5-second time penalty. Rolly's got another 5-second time penalty. So I mean,
Captain Price.
I mean, there's no excuse for hitting people at the safety car, is there? So it's your own fault for hitting anybody. The safety car is still out. It's coming in.
It's in.
I believe now it's coming. Oh, and there's a massive crash at the safety car. It's Nathan with a big crash. You can't see what's happened to Nathan.
It was Nathan and big crash? Captain Price, I think, just behind Paco Barney. They're a lap down.
Well, Captain Price is a lap down.
Yeah, I caught that.
Rolly's in the pits. Looks like he's
absolute disaster for Alfa Romeo.
Oh, I'll tell you what, with Rolly pitting now for a new front wing, they could be out of points. So now Ollie is
brings Will Knight into the
barring penalties. And Will Knight's gone into the points, so it could be. Well, Will Knight might have some penalties. We won't know till the end of the race. Paco Barney then, 4 seconds. Bone Apple Tea. This is sector 2. Looks like Nathan again in sector 2.
He's got wing damage.
Has he gone off the track? He's got massive wing damage. And there's someone got off the track there. I think that's Oven Proof Hen.
Yeah, Oven Proof Hen. He went straight on at the chicane.
Off the track, so the restart with the pack has caused problems for a lot of drivers. Gaz Coleman back up the fault and there's another. Oh, it's Ollie. Away. Please tell me. Oh, and it's Ollie. Ollie spun on that 44. He's having problems. And he drops places.
Looks to have got away without any wing
damage.
That's
a disaster from Williams. So, Nathan looks like he's coming into the pits. He's fitting another soft tire. He's having another front wing change. God, it's all happening now, isn't it? So Rolly's still going nicely in P6. He's had some incidents, but he's still in P6.
Gaz and Durgeon.
Oh, and Durgeon.
Yeah.
Was there a bit of
contact
going on there? Bit of contact.
There's blue flags everywhere. People ghosting on the blue flags.
Yeah, I think. I'm surprised the safety car hasn't come out earlier. To be honest.
It's probably a good thing that
there's a sector 2 in yellow flag, and that's James in a Haas, and he's lost his car. So there's a lot of
They're all spinning now. Cold tyres maybe after the safety car.
Yeah, cold tyres after the safety car, but that restart has caused problems with the traffic. So Paco Barney going nicely. Bone Apple Tea for me at the moment is my driver of the day. Going nicely in P2. Strategy's worked. Brilliant. Gaz, who's had his problems.
Oh, Robert's past Durgeon as well.
And
Durgeon's in the pits. Gaz must have hit him.
Oh. Yeah, he must have damage. Has he got damage in the pits there?
He's got a penalty as well.
No,
And
I've
Kieran's
approved.
out.
Hen's retired from the 7. Kieran is out of the session. So, we've got 14 runners.
Softs on the Williams, Durstian.
So at the moment, Robert is 4th place. Gaz now doesn't look like he hasn't got any damage, so he's in the podium. There's a virtual safety car. Is that Rolly? Looks like Rolly has got trouble. No, I don't think it's Rolly.
Now Rolly's racing Durstian.
Right, okay. Let's go on board with Rolly. Him and Durstian. Looks like there was a break there, sector 2 yellow flag. And Nathan, who's in P11, is coming up to get laps from Durstian. Coming up to now the tunnel, on board with Rolly and Durstian there. Did Durstian have a little slide down? I'm not sure. There's 13 drivers left. But Toby's got a 5-second time penalty speeding in the pit lane. So we'll be going out to the chicane. That's really nicely controlled from Rolly. But looks like Durstian has pulled away a bit. Oh, and Ollie has got a 3-second time penalty. I'll be interested to see, Fred.
There could be a few penalties as well.
Oh, mate. I think that's causing problems for the penalties, the chicane.
Yeah, it could be.
As Gaz now got a 4-second lead over Robert in a Ferrari. So, Bone Apple T still going nicely in P2. Gaz is only a second behind though. He's catching up to Bone Apple T. And Paco Barney, the race leader in the Renault, looks like he's out comfortable with 3 laps to go. We've got Will Knight again behind Captain Price. Captain Price again causing him
more blue flags.
He's on the cold tyre. See if he can capitalise. He's got DRS on Captain Price now. He's got the overtake button now, but Captain Price defending well, and there's contact with Captain Price again. And
there's another car behind him as well. Must be James nearly went into them as well there.
Yeah, James has gone past Will Knight, so
yeah, I think James just slipped past them there when they got the contact.
When there was contact between Will Knight and Captain Price.
See, look at this, you've got so many cars close together that if one of these drivers gets a penalty, they're losing a lot of points.
That's right, yeah. I mean, it could be some work for the stewards this evening before the official. So I believe you're a steward, aren't you, Fred? So you'll be a lot of work for yourself.
Even worse when I've not been in the race. It's not as bad when you're in the race.
Right.
You sort of see stuff. But could be an interesting one tonight.
Well, I mean, if there's any incidents caught on the live stream, that could help.
Yeah.
Will Knight's got a 3-second time penalty, so that could hinder his race. Rolly's still P6. So I mean, the three driver of the days for me are Bone Apple T.
Cars in the pit. Will Knight and Captain Price.
Coleman. Will Knight's gone back near the pits.
Durstian got another driving a good race.
Another wing change. Durstian, yep, he's had
to pit.
He's had mega problems. He was leading the race comfortably, and he's back up to P5. Nathan Walton's got a 3-second time penalty.
Will Knight jumps Captain Price in the pit lane.
So Will Knight will be happy about that because Captain Price has caused him more problems. But Ollie is up to P8. Good drive from him as well. He could be so many driver of the days that could that you could give to.
Still hanging on in the points.
I mean, Ollie's had a great drive. Apart from that spin, he's had a controlled drive as he's coming up to the tunnel. I mean, he's 5 seconds behind James at the moment in the Haas, but traffic could stop him. So we're that 38 of the Monaco Grand Prix will be coming to an end. Lots have happened after the safety car, and again apologies to the viewers who missed the start of qualifying and missed the start of the race due to problems with Twitch. So not good for our first stream, but we'll be streaming the next race again. I believe the next Grand Prix. So Fred,
I think it might be Monza next.
I think it's Monza, so yeah, that'll be brilliant. I'll be looking forward to commentating on that.
Hopefully I'll be back out on the track for the first time in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I've missed the last 4 races.
That's right, mate, that's right, but you've had a nice break, so you should be coming back refreshed in your racing points. So, just quick while I got you on, how do you think the league's going so far? How do you think
it's just going alright.
On the podcast earlier, are you pleased with the being an admin?
I think it's gone well. It seems to be running pretty smoothly. I think it's seat draft's been put to shambles, like with Renault absolutely running away with the championship.
Yeah, but I mean that's what people have picked. So
we did it on the draft.
Paco Barney now.
Renault played.
It's coming up to the final line, and Paco Barney wins the Monaco Grand Prix.
Is that 2 wins in a row?
That's 2 wins in a row for Paco Barney.
Renault just further extending.
Bone Apple Tea now. There's a little bit of a fight going on. Bone Apple Tea second. Gaz Coleman gets his podium, barring penalties.
Yeah. Robert's taking the podium.
Is going to come. And Robert's got the podium after penalties.
This could obviously change.
P3 again for Robert. Durgeon.
Oh, Durgeon's up to 4th. How many penalties has Gaz got?
Penalties. Gaz, I don't know. But Rolly in P6.
Will Knight clings on to
He's coming up to the line, and he finishes 6th. So Will Knight has got a point. And
for now, prior to any penalties.
Ollie, I'm really happy for Ollie Oswald, as he's got a good, comfortable 8th finish position. Or say comfortable. He's
anything comfortable
got
around
some points. Double points for Williams for the first time, I believe. So superb stuff there as the end of the Monaco Grand Prix. Who's going to get driver of the day? Bon Apple Tea is going to get driver of the day. So I actually agree with that, because he's had a fantastic drive, but they all have. So I'm going to look at getting Will Knight into for a chat, if you don't mind, Fred, just to
go for it,
just to see, because he's had a real mixed race, but he's
managed to cling on to
finish in the points
better than nothing. And his teammates won the race, so constructors will do them fine.
Double points for Rolly. Sorry, for
Renault.
For the Renault, as again Paco Barney picks up.
Good podium for Bone Apple Tea. That might be his first podium. I'm going to
get Will Knight.
Could be wrong.
I think I've got Will Knight as a friend. It's going to be. Can I not invite him to the party? I can do, can't I? From a chat.
If I've got him as a friend, I'm not sure.
You can invite him as a party.
I used to add everybody when we used to do it back at the start. I used to add everybody as a friend.
Yeah. So we got.
But obviously we've had a few new drivers.
We've got Paco Barney in position.
I'll tell you what I can do.
P1.
I'll get him quickly.
And Paco Barney is in P1. Bone Apple Tea P2, and Robert completes the grid for P3. And Durgeon, we've got the fastest lap, so I mean the incidents, how many pages? I don't even want to go through the